Let's take a closer look at the new Aston Martin Vantage GT3 EVO. The current Aston Martin Vantage is in production since 2017, and now it's time for a facelift. Aston Martin changes the front to the popular 177 design. But the British brand walked into a problem. They wanted to use their F1 car launch to attract as much attention for the new model as possible. But at the same time, they also wanted to bring the new GT3 version to customers this year. And the first big race is the Rolex 24 in Daytona. Because this race happens before the Formula 1 car launch in February, Aston Martin already raced the new and not presented Vantage GT3 EVO in Daytona. They didn't reveal any technical details yet and also covered design features. But now F1 car, street car and GT3 car were presented at the same time, and now they also revealed technical specs. The previous Vantage GT3 was a bit tricky to drive for amateurs. The operating window was relatively small, it had a spiky character and high tire degradation. Main focus for the EVO version was now to cure these things, so the car would become more usable for its customers. Because after all, GT3 racing is a customer sport. So they changed the front to the latest design with bigger headlights, large center intake, and they worked a lot on optimizing the front brake ducts. The car is a front mid-engine layout, which means the engine is in front of the cockpit, the X-Track transaxle gearbox is at the rear axle. That doesn't just create a good weight distribution, a higher inertia so the car is easier to control, the far rearward seating position also gives you a better feeling for the car, and it creates a lot of space in front for large cooling channels. Aston Martin changed the downforce distribution to the back, so the car is more stable at higher speeds and easier to control. Therefore, the front splitter is shorter. On top of the front wheel arches, they use louvers to vent air and the mirror stalks act as wings, something we know from DTM. The little side wall increases pressure on top of the splitter, so that's more downforce, and it guides the flow around the edge and along the wheel. The canards create side vortices to extract more air from the front wheel arch for better front diffuser performance. The exhaust of the well-known Mercedes-AMG 4-liter V8 biturbo ends right behind the front axle, so that reduces weight and there's no hot exhaust running through the car to the back, heating up other components. In front of the rear wheel arch we can see the brake cooling inlet. A risk here is to get hot exhaust gas into the inlet, but because the brakes are so hot, the temperature difference and hence cooling effect still works, even if the inlet temperature is a bit higher. At the rear we can see a larger rear wing to shift downforce distribution further back, and a rear wing always gets clean air, so it's less sensitive than a floor. So that again improves drivability for amateur drivers. We can also see the air connector for the onboard jacks. You can also change this to the left side of the car. There is a fog light and potentially a camera in the middle and a suspended diffuser with curled up trailing edge and gurney flap. At the rear window we see the large air inlet for the gearbox cooling. The flow will exit in the gap between diffuser and bumper. And serviceability was a big topic here as well, just like Ferrari, Lamborghini and all the other new GT3 cars. The whole front is a single piece which you can quickly swap. Parts are easy to reach and instead of fixing something, you just replace it, so that's more reliable in customer racing. So Aston Martin brought a big update to their GT3 car to make it more usable for their customers. Lots of small but important changes should make this a really competitive GT3 car. How do you like the new Aston Martin Vantage GT3 EVO? Let me know in the comments below and check out my other videos for more.